going on, everyone? I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope that everyone out there is having a great day. And we finally got that Obi-Wan Kenobi news yesterday, so today we're going to go revisit all of the Ewan interviews where he talks about being in an anthology film as Obi-Wan. Now, there's really only two of them, but one of them is about 5 minutes long, and the other one was just recent, well, not so recent, a couple months back. But I thought we would take a look at them because they're about a year apart, and you can see that as many interviews as Ewan did, not all of them on video, just the interviews that were in like magazines or on websites or blogs or things like that, that he's always asked about the Obi-Wan anthology film. And his response in this first interview that I'm going to show you is very intrigued, very interested, very wanting to talk about it. And then in the second interview, you're going to see that he's a little tired out of talking about it, but he's still going to try and have fun with it. So we got to love Ewan for his willingness to keep talking about it over and over again, especially as he's working on different projects. So everybody, just wanted to show you our road to the Obi-Wan film was worth it. All of our internet badgering, all of our tweeting, all of our posts, everything finally worked because we got one in development. And if Ewan's not there as Obi-Wan, we riot. Enjoy these interviews, guys.
Wondering, have you met with Kathleen Kennedy to talk about, they're doing these anthology movies for Star Wars. A lot of people would love to see an Obi-Wan with you, standalone movie. Have you had those conversations?
I'd very much like to do one too. I think the story between Episode 3 and Episode 4, I think there's a story there. I think that's the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, if there is one, is after sort of the one that bridges my Obi-Wan Kenobi and Alec Guinness's Obi-Wan Kenobi. And because there's 20 year, I don't know how long he's in the desert there, but there's got to be 20 or 30 years.
Well, there's definitely room to play with something there.
Yeah.
It could be literally anything. And what excites a lot of people is how Rogue One takes place before Star Wars.
Right.
You know, it's like the stealing of the Death Star plans,
yeah,
which shows they're willing to play in that time period.
Yeah.
You know, as a studio.
Yeah.
So have you met with her? Have you had the conversations?
I'm not sure that I'm at liberty to say, really. But I think that I'm very interested in doing that. That would be great.
Sure. A lot of people also wanted to know.
Maybe there's even a trilogy of, you know.
Listen, I'm in. I think that I would love to see you fighting with a lightsaber again.
Me too.
I would love it, especially now. It just seems like after Force Awakens, I'm just excited again about Star Wars, like fandom.
Yeah.
You know. Wait. So you saw Force Awakens?
I did. Yeah, I liked it. I saw it. Funnily enough, I saw it. We had a test preview of the film that I directed, American Pastoral, in Pasadena, with 300 people. They fill in cards after test screening. People to tell you what they thought of your film, and of course when you have something like that, you have to check the print before you get 300 people in. So that happened in the morning. We're all sitting in Pasadena, and we'd finished watching American Pastoral, and we're all happy. It all looks good, it sounds good, we're ready. And then I had like 4 hours before the audience arrived. So instead of just wandering around Pasadena, I was in a cinema multiplex, and they were playing Star Wars, and I hadn't seen it yet. So I said, okay guys, I'll just see you in a couple of hours. So I went from watching my film, I got some popcorn, and I went in and I watched the Star Wars, the new Star Wars movie, and I loved it. I really loved it. I thought it was great. I thought we did an amazing job. I was very excited to hear my voice come in. That was me. Except
I really want to know what it's like to be like an usher or concession person at the theater, seeing you about to watch Star Wars.
Well, I was quite aware of that when I sat down. It was the middle of the afternoon, but there was a good few people in there, and I was sort of like, I just sat down. But I don't know. I didn't feel like I was spotted. Maybe I wasn't spotted.
A lot of people also on Twitter wanted to know, there's a lot of talk with episode 8 and 9 that they might use Force ghosts, there could be all that kind of stuff. So I have to ask, is that something that you're interested in doing? Is that something that, I know you can't talk about if you've had those conversations.
I don't know anything about it. I mean, I'm really not in the picture with the Star Wars trilogy. As far as I know, I would be Alec Guinness by now, so I don't know how that would work. I really don't know, and I haven't had any discussions with anyone about it. My thoughts are like to play Obi-Wan. I keep saying Alec Guinness. To play Obi-Wan Kenobi again would be something I would love to do in one of their spin-off movies. if that was to happen in their trilogy, I would be up for that. But I don't know how that would happen. I don't know how. I'm sure some of the Star Wars fans would come up with an idea of how that could happen.
Let me tell you something. Once this goes online, there's going to be someone who's like, "I got the idea." It's like all in the comment section. For me though, I think that one of the advantages to this anthology films that they're doing is the ability to take characters that are beloved by fandom. They're going to do this Han Solo Chewbacca thing. They're talking about a Boba Fett. Another Obi-Wan story. They're making a Star Wars movie every year for the foreseeable future. So why not you with a lightsaber again? Because I want to see it.
Yeah, well, I want to do it, so there we are.
Okay, there we go.
May the 4th, May the 4th be with you. It's a big Star Wars holiday now.
Yeah.
Is that something that...
Yeah, I celebrate by not looking at my Twitter account or my Instagram account at all. That's how I celebrate. Woohoo!
Yeah, they're doing a Han Solo film. They're shooting one right now. I'm sure you're aware of this. I wonder if an Obi-Wan Kenobi solo only Obi-Wan. Is that something that you would be interested in?
That's a good title. Only Obi-Wan.
Only Obi, yeah.
I would. It's got to the point where I've been asked, and I don't mean any offense.
No,
I've been asked this question so many times, and I answer questions when I'm asked them because I've been brought up like that.
Yeah, it's polite of you.
And it's got to the point now where it looks like I'm touting for work at Disney's front door.
Oh, I see.
Like, give me the Obi-Wan
I see what you're
spin-off.
saying, yeah.
But of course, I'd be happy to do it.
Did you steal a lightsaber
Yes.
when you did that the first time?
Yes.
And where is that lightsaber now? You don't know?
I got the props guy, and I hope he doesn't... Well, he can't lose his job because we're not making them anymore, but... The lightsaber handles, there's different ones, right? There's ones you fight with, which are smooth, because if you fought with the one that hangs on your belt, you'd cut your hands to ribbons, sharp edges and stuff. So you've got the Gucci one, which is the one that hangs here and it looks good, up and close up and stuff. And then you've got your different sort of lengths of swords and stuff. So anyway, I asked him, Tiger, I think his name was, I said, could you just make me one? And I swear to God, the security was so tight on the... We shot the episode 2 and 3 in Australia, and it got so much that our producer, Rick McCallum, had his DNA cloned, and it was like every prop and someone stole an R2-D2 or something, so his DNA is all over everything.
Really?
There's so many jokes about how he might have put his DNA on all the props.
Oh, I can't imagine what he did to poor R2.
Yeah. That one's marked.
R2 DNA.
So, Lovely Ty, if that was his name, he made me one, and I've got it somewhere, and I think it's in storage in London somewhere.
I would hope so. Yeah, you don't want
the guy who looks after my storage unit's just like this right now. He's like, okay.
Yeah, he's fighting stormtroopers right now. Imagine.